Okay. Right, good morning everyone. Good morning everyone. In case you don't know me, my name is Leo. Okay, this is a short profile of myself. I'm 46 this year. I joined in 2006. I'm qualified under the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators. It's a professional qualification, which means squad here. And in 2006 to 2009, I was an agent. 2009 to 2011, I was promoted to become a unit manager. And 2011 onwards, I'm an agency manager. This is considered a fast-track promotion way in Hong Leong Assurance. Now, I didn't start out like that. I didn't have a bad childhood. I didn't have a very terrible parents or terrible background. I'm practically very normal. As you can see, this was me at 3. I'm still pretty cute until now, right? This was me at 3, and this is still me. My first birthday party, again party. So there were a lot of parties back then with my cousins and all that. Some of them are doctors and lawyers, and some of them are actually, most of the kids here, I can't remember them. They are from my childhood, next door neighbors. Okay, so it was pretty normal, you know. We had birthday parties, and my first bicycle. Okay, this is my brother. Okay, my second brother. That's my second one. Okay, and yeah, life was pretty good. Pretty normal, right? We practically have, most of us will enjoy this type of life. We have a very normal childhood. Thank God my parents provided very well for me. Okay, in Form 1, half the people here are all politicians and judges, lawyers, doctors. Some of them are actually quite renowned in Malaysia right now. This was me in Form 3. Okay, I chose these pictures because that friend of mine shares the same birth date as me, and we sat together throughout the whole Form 3 as well. Okay, this was me in the Scouts. Yes, I was pretty outgoing, believe it or not. Crazy bunch of us. We were involved in a lot of camping stuff, a lot of outgoing stuff. We even went to Outward Bound School, but I didn't go. Right? Then this was college life. Okay, college life. This picture was taken after we finished our exams and we went up to Genting Highlands. All right. And this was at one of my friends' durian farms. Okay, unfortunately, she's no longer with us, and but we still, you know, keep in touch through her Facebook, even though she's no longer here on Earth. See, not bad looking, huh? And yes, I was here. Okay. It's not Andrew, it's me. Okay. I actually represented Penang in karate for 2 years. Okay. Tempai kapui baru kasang. Okay. So this was my first job. I worked in a bank. After school, after Form 5, I didn't know where to go, what to do. Nobody was there to tell me anything. No tips, nothing at all. All my friends were like, the moment they finish Form 5, boom, they disappear. No, their parents would have already gotten their college route, their university route, all ready for them, and they just went their separate ways already. So all that was left is me and a few friends. That's all. Okay, which we stayed behind in Penang, and the only thing my father told me was, go get a job. You know, go get a job. Since you're not that highly intelligent, go get a job and then study part-time, which I did. I went to work in a bank in Prai. That was my first job. I can still remember the pay is about $460 only, 460 ringgit. Right? After EPF, I take home 400, give $50 to my mom, $350 to feed my motorcycle myself, and buy a few clothes. Okay? So, of course, being in the bank, you have a lot of sporting activities, like sport day and all that. Interbank sports day, right? Then, of course, this is every guy's dream. okay, to get married to a beautiful girl, all right? And yeah, she's here, all right? So thank God she's beautiful. Then, of course, after that come my children, okay? I don't have a double picture of them, the recent one. This is the old one. This is Andrew and Audrey, right? And well, at this point of life, I was pretty much clueless and without direction. There's nothing to tell me where to go, how to go about life. Okay, everybody in the Chinese culture, we would like to become successful and rich, but we do not know how to do it, where to do it, who to see, who to learn from, right? So this is the life that we always dream of, staying in a big bungalow, driving big car, having holidays, playing golf, and having good food all the time. But unfortunately, we don't have an idea where to go, how to go about it. And then we were searching. I was practically searching everywhere, and somebody introduced me to this, ESBI. Okay, it's written by this person called Robert T. Kiyosaki. It's called the cash flow quadrant. Employee, business owner, self-employed, and investor. Okay. You may have read this book, but you may not know what it means, right? I didn't, to be honest, I didn't really finish reading the book. I just know what is this about. Somebody told me what is E, S, and B, and I. He says, don't be on the E, neither be on an S, okay? Be on a B and an I. Okay, the B stands for business owner. So how do I own a business? You know, how do I own a business? I don't have any capital. I don't have any big supporter behind me to give me money, to give me capital. The banks are definitely not lending, right? How do you become a business owner at this age and become rich to become an investor next time where money works for you? So I went on searching, and actually, after this idea, I was practically hooked on becoming successfully rich. Okay, I use successfully because I replaced the word fabulously. Fabulously rich means the more I spend, the more I get. How I wish that would happen. So I went searching, and being without capital, without resources, without guidance, I was introduced to the world of multi-level marketing. These are some of the companies that I've joined. Okay, renowned companies like Amway, New Skin, E-Causeway was locally made. Omega Trend is now defunct. Monavi, I don't know what happened to it. Herbalife is still around. Shaklee is very, very low key right now. So these are some of it. Low capital, yeah. No stockpile, maybe. Passive income, eventually. And people's business, definitely. So I was hooked. I was practically game on this. And it was when I was in this company, which is now sold off already, right? Where I met an introducer. I met this person who was my wife's insurance agent. Okay, and I remember telling him that, are you sure you want to do insurance? Insurance cannot do. Terrible. You know, even banks are giving out free insurance right now, right? So I didn't know because of lack of knowledge, right? So I told him that, you know, multi-level marketing is the way to go, but of course being brainwashed and all that, correct? So the thing is, why I joined so many of this industry is because I never gave up on my dreams. I wanted to become successfully rich, and that was the only way I know how to become a business owner back then. Okay, insurance was never on my mind. Okay, never on my mind. Why? My father, after he retired, he was with an insurance company called AIA. Okay, his good friend was from Prudential. So at that point of time, I was looking, I was studying part-time, and I was also looking up, working on multi-level marketing schemes. And my father's friend actually approached my dad. You know, I said, "Hey, your son looking for a job? Come, go for training course." Wow. Before interview, already go for training course. Send me to this place in Pulau Tikus under this company here. Okay, the trainer was a Bengali. I remember, you know, he was a Punjabi, and he speaks very fluent English, and every word that he describes Prudential as Prudential, you know. So it was like, in the end, after the training, what I learned was that I kena pull only lah. So I don't know what he was talking about and why was it so important to be on people's good side, you know. So after that, he kept on telling us that if you're not sure about getting pulled all the time, don't join. So I didn't join. All right. And then I met two of my friends, one college mate and another one of my karate friends in AIA. It was the funniest thing because, you know, when I didn't look for it, they didn't come around. When I looked for it, well, suddenly everything appeared. You know, one of them, they told me that my friend actually inherited her agency from her mother, you know, and said, come on board, come and join me, I'll make you rich. Even your pastor's wife, your pastor's daughter is with me, is working with me right now, and she's an MDRT. God knows what was that back then. You know, I don't know what was that. I don't know what it meant. You know, all I knew was that this fellow was talking like, wow, very sure you can make me rich. Sure, no. You know, that was my own thinking. You know, another AIA colleague, my college friend, okay, he was then an agency manager. Okay, agency manager. And he met up with me, gave me his card, and I knew him. He was doing AIA even during college days, part-time. You know, so I didn't know how successful he was until he passed me that card. Says, come and join me if you feel that you want to do insurance. Fine. Okay, so back to my story about meeting this guy who was my wife's agent. You know, I came back to the house after meeting all my friends, and I came back and I told my wife, hey, since multi-level marketing is not really for us, do you think we want to give insurance a try? This was a very serious question because my father was doing insurance at that time and I didn't really want to join him. Reason being is that if I fail, he still has a lot of things to say. If I'm successful, he still has a lot of things to say. So I don't want to join him. I'd rather choose a neutral party. So my wife was surprisingly like, oh, I was thinking about the same thing also. Why don't we go and meet my agent, the one that came and proposed some plans for me and do some claims for me. Okay. So we called the agent up and we went to see him. Apparently he was from Hong Kong. So at that point of time, we went for the interview, and trust me, it was a very long interview. It's 3 hours long, and most of the time I think I asked a lot of questions which the person who interviewed me couldn't really answer. Okay, I asked silly questions like, do I have to work the whole time? Because I was brainwashed by multi-level marketing. You know, next time you don't have to work, you can get passive income. I wanted passive income. Then he says, can. Okay. Then he showed me how, all right. Then I asked him again, the next question I asked him, are you qualified to lead me? Are you able to lead me? Can you handle me? The reason being is that I don't want some, sorry to say, not qualified or half-baked leader to lead me, to lead the way. It's very important because I realize right now it's not about the company that you join, it's actually about the people that you join, right? So you need somebody who can actually lead you properly in this career or whichever career it is. So I asked him that question and he answered yes, very, very, very much with a lot of difficulty, okay? And this was the guy that I met, okay? This was the guy that I met. When I met him, he wasn't driving this car, he was driving a Satria, a green color Beetle, okay? Malaysian Beetle. And then after that, he changed to this car after 1 year. So we were pretty much impressed, you know, some quiet guy and within a year can change so much. So we wanted to know, hey, how do you do it? Okay? So we started thinking. And after the interview, well, the rest is history. We decided to join, and performance has been going on a record level basis. Our income changed, our lives changed, you know. And yes, I agree, we have to be humble. We have to be humble in whatever we do, however successful we become, because we were once there. Okay, we were once there. So when we are up here, please remember where we came from and how difficult it was to actually come up. right? So I implore you, if let's say you were to have no direction in life, which is pretty common these days among the youngsters, do give us a call. Do come and see and explore possibilities of working together with us. Thank you.